welcome to my channel. Today I have for you an Aaliyah inspired hair routine. For a while I've always wondered, what did she do to get her hair so laid? You know, I want my hair laid like Leah, you know. I wanted, when I said I want my straight hair, I wanted it like Aaliyah, not like, you know, James Brown. We all know that meme. But nothing's wrong with that. That's the style that you like. But this is kind of what I wanted when I was younger, and as far as when I said I wanted straight hair. So I kind of went around, you know, the interweb, and I found some of the products that she used on her own hair, or her stylist used on her own hair, to make sure that her hair was laid. Now, some of the products she used were discontinued, so I tried to find things that had similar descriptions or products that were kind of dupes for products that she actually used. So yeah, so to get started with this hair tutorial, or this hair routine styling something, I don't know what you would call this. Let's start with what she did to cleanse her hair. To cleanse her hair, she liked using the Joico, the CaraPro conditioning shampoo by Joico. This was a shampoo that's actually recently been discontinued. You can buy it from the website, but it's been getting kind of hard. I tried to order it off of Amazon, and almost all the sellers just didn't have the product in stock. So I went to Ulta and I found something that had a similar description. What I ended up picking up is the Redken Clear Moisture Shampoo. It's a light moisturizing shampoo for normal to dry hair, which is an exact similar description, the exact description used for the Joico one. Now, in first glance, I thought the CaraPro would be like the K-Pack that they have right now, but it's not. That one's actually just a protein-based shampoo, and this is just supposed to be just a lightweight moisturizing shampoo. I went ahead and shampooed my hair twice with this. I think it's a comparable dupe for that Joico Daily Conditioning Shampoo. I've used that a couple years ago in the past, and I think they're basically exactly the same. Except if you want something, another option or alternative for the shampoo is the Nexus, I believe the moisturizing shampoo. Literally has the most identical scent to that shampoo. Is another option, but I find that shampoo to be a lot more moisturizing than, you know, what I'm looking for. She liked using very lightweight products to keep the flow of her hair, you know, nice and breezy. Now, after shampooing her hair, her stylist liked to use a deep treatment mask or a conditioning mask. And the mask that he liked using for her hair was a Joico Deep Reconstructing Deep Conditioner. So that's this one here by Joico. This is something that I've used for a couple years myself, and it's a really good deep conditioning treatment with a lot of protein. It really does rebuild the elasticity in your hair, so I'm not surprised that he ended up using this on her. He also liked mixing in a moisturizer with her in her deep conditioning portion of her routine, but the moisturizer that he used was definitely discontinued as well. So something that I know that I've been using as well in conjunction with this is the Joico Intense Hydrator. This one's actually formulated to be also used right after using this, so I kind of figured it's somewhat of a similar routine to what he liked using on her. So I went ahead and just deep conditioned with this and mixed in a little bit of this, and I sat with a plastic cap for about 30 minutes. That's something that he also liked to do for her, is making sure that he had ample amount of time to deep condition her hair, so that her hair was definitely strong, going through all the processes. And she also did this routine about every 10 days, so that's a lot of heat to be putting on hair for almost every week and a half. Now, after the 30 minutes is up and the stylist is now, after the 30 minutes is up, this is when they go ahead and add in her, I guess, her styling product. Her styling product was the Lanza, don't know how to pronounce that exact company or brand's name. The Rebalancing Leave-In Conditioner, which was kind of a like a lotion type consistency. A similar dupe would be Lanza's Straightening Balm, which is really good for also if you live in a humid climate. That would be a good dupe. But I also realized that she did say that she really liked lightweight products, so I kind of went for the Lanza, the Noni Fruit Leave-In Conditioner, which is also a heat protectant, but it's a lighter formulation than the other one. You know, take in consideration the weather that you live in. I live in a drier climate, so I figured this would probably be a better dupe for me. So I went ahead and applied this to all of my sections and used it to prepare my hair for blow drying. So to blow dry my hair, as you see in the clip, I accidentally broke my paddle brush. So I had to go in with my Pattern Beauty or whatever, the Pattern Beauty Denman brush. And I think it's a really good Denman brush. I mean, it didn't bend or anything like the traditional Denman brush with all the heat that I put on it. And also in the heat setting, I had my blow dryer on medium heat on high, if that makes sense. So that's what I did to blow dry my hair. And then for my edges, because I don't have a hot comb or something to really make sure my edges are flat and sleek, I use this board bristle brush, round brush. And I just made sure I was just constantly turning the brush to make sure my edges were held as taut as possible, to make sure that all the little curlies, you know, were like as smooth as I can get them. Drying is done. What the stylist liked to use was a Marcel flat iron. If you guys don't know what a Marcel flat iron is, those were kind of like those flat irons way back in the day where it was like this little convention oven with this little opening, this circle opening where they would like put the hot tools into it and let it heat up, kind of check it on the back of their hand and go ahead and style your hair. With the Marcel flat iron, technically you would also use it with a bunch of different irons, and usually you would use a hot comb with it. Now, I could not find a hot comb in my area, or I didn't have access to one, and I didn't want to wait for Amazon to send it to me, you know, so I went ahead and just was being impatient, and I just was going to use my flat iron to make sure my edges were as sleek as I could get them. But if you have access to a hot comb, that's definitely something that she did use on her hair. So yeah, I went ahead and I used my Conner Infinity Pro flat iron. And something that they also mentioned is that when she was touring and stuff like that, they definitely used an electric, is what they called it, an electric flat iron. What we all know is just being a flat iron. You know, no one really uses those conventional ovens really anymore. Probably because, you know, it's really hard to control the temperature on those. And then once they were done flat ironing her hair, they went ahead and added either the laminate strops by Sebastian, or they use the KMS Shine Complex spray, which I imagine they probably used the spray when her hair was curled and then use the silk drops when her hair was straight, because that's kind of my idea of like how I would end up probably applying those products. But I couldn't find those products because both seemingly are discontinued. You can find the KMS products, but they're kind of hard to kind of pinpoint and find where, you know, a retailer where they sell it. So I just went ahead and tried to find a dupe again with a similar description. So for this, I ended up purchasing the Verb Ghost Oil. This is a smoothing moringa blend weightless hair oil. It smells really good. It really did moisturize my ends because I too have color treated hair. Aaliyah definitely had color treated hair, even though she was a semi-permanent hair dye. She's definitely smarter than me because she made sure her hair was definitely well taken care of. So I used this in my hair. I used about 1 or 2 pumps and just really worked it into my hands, and I applied it to my ends, really working it to my ends. And I think it really helped as far as smoothing down my flyaways and the little dry pieces of my hair. In order to preserve her hair, Aaliyah definitely liked to wrap her hair, something I do as well. And if you have straight hair, you better be wrapping your hair at night because you do not just put all that work into your hair for it to frizz up or have dents and stuff throughout the night. So yeah, and if you're looking to have a more like exact like look as her, she definitely had long layers, and she had some face framing pieces that started about at her chin, if that's something that you're interested in doing. And she also if you wanted to get her signature swoop, you kind of don't want to like go for your hair when it's freshly straightened. You want to give it, like right now my hair is a couple days old, and give it a couple days so that you can have enough greasiness in your hair to get the swoop right. I have a little cowlick, so it's not going to let me swoop my hair the way I want to, but excuse me if you have a smaller forehead and you want to do it. that's something to take in consideration. I probably should mention that for the flat ironing portion, I'm not a big fan of using a rack tail comb to flat out my hair because my hair is a lot thicker and my hair is really tightly curly, so the ends, the very tips of my hair, aren't going to be really like flattened out with a rat tail comb. It's kind of going to slip through these pieces, and a boar bristle brush is just too big and clunky for me to hold to my head. So I've been using this for a couple years. Maybe you want to try this tip here. I like using a teasing brush. This one's from Amped Up by Cricut. I bought this from Sally Beauty, and it had like little pieces for like teasing your hair, and I just took scissors and I just cut it straight across, so I got the straight edge, and it really grabs like every little piece of hair and makes sure that it's all straightened out. Because sometimes we think when we're using this that we have like a lot of split ends, but actually it's just this comb couldn't get every little piece, you know, taut enough for you to be able to straighten it and get a sleek look. Try that little tip out right there. I've been doing it for a couple years and I haven't had anyone complain about using this. I broke the little tip, but yeah. Let me just say, the reason why I really wanted to do this hair tutorial is Aaliyah is such an important, I guess, figure in my life, because I looked up to her as far as not only as for hair but style. She had so much confidence, and definitely looked up to her. So I feel like this would be a nice like homage, or a nice not dedication, what's the word, like a nice tribute to the great Aaliyah. And yeah, so please don't be mean. I know I don't look like her, but I definitely try my best to try and emulate some of the like key pieces in her look. She definitely had a phase where she had auburn hair, so my hair is kind of in this auburn faded state, and I kind of figure it's the perfect time to give me a similar look to her, even though I don't have the dark roots, the ombre look that she was going for. And yeah. So basically, these are all the products that I tried to use to dupe all the products that Aaliyah did use on her hair. Hopefully you learned something cool. You know, let me know if you actually try this out, because I seriously am going to keep using these products as far as whenever I straighten my hair. So I straighten my hair periodically to make sure that, you know, I can really get to my split ends and cut them off. But yeah, this is how my hair turned out. I wish I could get it all in the frame, but like my hair has grown a lot, and I don't know. I really like how my hair is. I love how it smells. I love how smooth it feels. Granted, it's been a couple days since I actually recorded the actual like routine in my hair, so you know, you're not getting the freshest of looks. But yeah, I also wanted to, you know, give an honorable mention that I also finally got to have a reason to use my Aaliyah and Matte collaboration. I'm using Lily's Motor City lip gloss. What I'm using. It's kind of a similar gloss that she loved using on herself. So yeah, I kind of used as much as I could. Try to do as much tips as I can remember for the things that she used and she did for her hair. At the end of my Aaliyah inspired hair routine, hopefully you learned a couple tips and tricks about how she was able to upkeep her hair, and now you could be able to do something that's somewhat similar to how she was styling her hair. I know many of us definitely idolized her and how her hair was so cool, so fly. If you have any other video suggestions that you want to see as far as coming from me, go ahead and comment down below. Let me know. Like this video. I definitely have a couple more video ideas I have coming up in the works. And yeah, I really enjoyed doing this tutorial. Threw on the bandana for a little, you know, an extra Aaliyah inspired look. Got a little hair stuck there. And yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.